Jeremy was servicing this thing and we did find an issue with the filter housing. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's no more threads on it. So whoever put this last coolant filter on, I don't know if you guys went a little crazy and used an impact on it, or you know, the cross thread or not, tight is tight kind of style. One of the two, and torched the threads. When he handed me the filter and I looked down, I go, hey, there's metal shavings in it. He goes, yeah, I know why. So yeah, we called and got, one's gonna be here tomorrow or Friday morning, I think. All right, so this coolant thing, I'm gonna show you, I don't know for the how many at the time. You can see the threads are definitely shot on that piece. And on this one, you can kind of see there's a difference in the metals. They actually updated it to a steel insert. So that's good to know. Good to know that we won't be stripping those threads out anymore. The project for the day is to get this on the combine. We gotta get this truck out of here. We have some guy coming to look at it. It's got a miss, and we don't know if it's a wiring issue inside the injector or the injector needs to be adjusted or what. So cold start this morning. All right, so the combine's all done. We got the coolant housing put back on and it's all filled up. So basically all that's left with that is running it before we take it up to Rothbury. I think that's where we're gonna start with corn. But we got to run it, make sure everything that we've just done is all working. We just haven't done it because there was no coolant in it, and I don't really want to run it without coolant for too long. So I think really the next step is running it, and then we gotta flip-flop the grain heads onto the header cart, so that way our new one can be on that and we can pull it in here and work on it. Our door is only 18 foot and that head's a 20-foot head, so do the math on that and good luck with getting it in. All right, so basically all I'm doing is picking this head up as soon as I get into it. Just like that, and then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna back straight up with it, move that one around so I can get onto it with the other combine, and then pull that cart back around so I can then set this one on it, and then I can take that into the shop. So that's what I'm doing right now. Still trying to figure out how exactly I'm gonna do it, but that's what the plan is. So let's see if this one fires up. That one's running. See how this one does. It's been sitting for a while. I wasn't sure if she was going to start there for a minute, but she's running. All right, so you can see this is what I'm talking about. She's a little loose. And really, for the most part, that's really the only issue I'm seeing. Both ends are like that, you know. This one's not quite as bad. But I think we definitely need to tighten that up a little bit. So, and something's a little wonky in this area. I can see. I don't know if it's... There's like a half a belt there. Everything moves easy, that's a plus. I like that. There's not a lot of friction on it, that's a plus. See if this side moves as easy or if it's a little worse off. Oh yeah. Oh. She stopped, but it will move. So we just gotta figure these out by the looks of it and hit it with a little grease. So I think that's what the plan is. But everything else looks good. I mean, the reel goes around. So yeah. All right. We're not as bad off as I thought we were. All right, so what we got going on here is what I found was the tab on this thing was broke off right here. That tab was broke off. This bar here was bent, or not bent, but the bolt came out of it and was off. And then this bar here, which goes through the top of the snout, was bent and looks like it might still be, but it's as good as I'm gonna get it. It's really, I'm gonna say not super important that it was perfectly straight. And then I did some straightening on the snout because the knife section was hitting it and bending it. So I'm just trying to get everything back together on this side. And then over here, what I'm seeing is that the bolts are just a little loose on it. So I'll just go through and tighten it up. I mean, you can see back in there that well, there's quite a bit. So I'll just go through and tighten that one up. Make sure everything's mostly tight. That bushing is actually gone in that one, so whatever. And then this thing does have crop dividers on it, so I don't know if you guys, this thing does have crop dividers on it, so they're laying outside. I'll get those put back on, but I got to get that snout fixed first before I can do that. So that's why we're going after that. And yeah, so I'm just gonna guess in the next, I don't know, half hour I'll have all that tightened back up and done. So all right, so this side is done. You can see we got the crop divider put on now. Hopefully that helps with the building up of beans along the reel. You can see there's already some there that need to come off. But yep, so this side is done. It's supposed to have a little back and forth movement like that, but it doesn't have any side to side, so that's a plus. That's what we were shooting for. So now I think this side all it needs is some bolts tightened up on the bottom, and that'll fix all the issues on this one. So, and then we'll get the crop divider put on this side as well. All right, so just about finished up the head. I was adjusting the chain on it and it didn't fit right in the gears, so then I looked at it some more. And when your chain lays like it regular, like not the way it's supposed to roll like this, but it does a half U and even more, say she's wore out. So we're changing that one. There's a couple sprockets on there we're probably going to change because of how wore out that chain is. It wore out the sprockets, but that's one we'll take care of later. The head is 90% there, I'd say. Whew. Night cab life. Sounded good.